Good morning, guys. So just checking on the animals here. Haven't given you guys much animal update. I feel like maybe I have. Maybe I've given you too much animal update. I never know. Dogs, 3 golden retrievers. Bronte's sister-in-law's dog, Luna. Chickens, doing pretty good. There's Henry. See, he's got some grass now, which is cool in his area. How you doing, Henry? He's been just chilling a lot. I hear Bowser, I think. Yep, there he is. What's up, Bow? What you doing? Doing some weeding? All right, time to move some cars. I gotta pull this thing out. Both cars are good to go. Let's see if we leak some oil. Last time I let it idle for too long. Yeah, that puddle of oil. So hopefully we fixed it now. Let me get in this shit box. I'm getting too fat for this Mustang. That's unfortunate. Must have been that hot in here. Like it's leaking out of here. Yeah, so my O2 sensor on the driver's side is not there because it had a plug and it keeps falling out because this thing's a pain in the ass like that. I have put a O2 sensor plug in there like 6 times and it has fallen out every single time. So I gotta see if it's somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it's so annoying because it's like it screws right in and then pops right out. It's always something on a car. You know, when you build them, that's not the end of it. Building them is like just the beginning. That's why a lot of people build cars and let them sit for a while, especially YouTubers. I get it. I truly get it. Because once it's built, you don't want to touch it anymore. It's just like, you want to go to the next thing. You want your next creative project to start. Working on the same thing, just like, it impedes your in-the-moment creativity so much by going back over something that you've already done. And I'm really starting to learn that lately. So I understand where a lot of people are coming from on why you see a lot of YouTubers that have project cars that sit or are like 85% complete, which I think that thing kind of falls into that, where it's like right there, but like just needs that little bit last push. But that's where we're at. So yeah, I guess I'll try to figure out what the deal is with that. Next up on my list of things to do, I gotta move that car into the shop because it's got some front end wobble up in the front. Like, it feels like it's right there. Maybe it's like a sway bar end link by the way that it's doing it, or maybe it's like a wheel bearing. I don't know. Something weird, some kind of bushing's bad. I don't know yet, but gotta figure that out. It's kind of been driving me crazy for a while now. But I wanted to say, I have some t-shirts on the website still, and I wanted to give out some of these pistons. These are, I grabbed at Fast Forward Racing the other day. They came out of a 2J. They got the Induction Performance logo on there. I'm gonna wash them off of oil, but I'm going to include these in any orders that are made from this video. So, you know, any orders within the next like 30 hours, I guess. I'm gonna include a piston in there. So hop on, order a shirt, potentially win a piston. I got 2 going out today from the Instagram and Facebook posts I've made. So if you ordered one the other day, you had a really good chance of getting one, and you should have those pretty soon. But that car. So this is kind of my favorite car over here, I guess. I don't know. It's weird to say favorite car, but look at how good those two look. Front these shoes. Sorry, Bronte. Don't mind this thing. It's just collecting garbage. That's its main function in life. All right, well, it's jacked up in the driver's side here. It doesn't feel like it's a wheel bearing. There is a jack stand under it, don't worry. But the wheel bearing feels fine, so time to pull off this wheel, see what the deal is. So these are really nice to have for nice wheels. Well, all wheels really, but they have this plastic on there so they don't scratch your wheel. And then these CTSVs have the beefiest lug nuts, and they also have really big wheel studs. It's pretty cool. But let's see if we find anything. Brake pads are getting there. So coilovers, it made that noise before I even put coilovers on it, so that was my thought. I thought that it was shocks that were bad. Like, those look good. Well, I found the boot up here, like the dirt boot, whatever you want to call it, the that keeps the dirt from like getting in the shock body is making noise, but I don't think that's it. Also because it was noisy before I put the coilovers on, so I'm really doubting it's it, but it does make this noise. I'll show you. Like as it, but that's not the noise I hear. You would hear it more often. This is like a thump. I don't know, I cannot find it. I'm gonna put the wheel back on and try something else. Okay, so maybe I was wrong. Maybe it is that boot right there. So I put the wheel back on. I put this piece of wood right here. I jacked it up a little bit, and I'm kind of doing this. But it does not happen that frequently. But like I said, it happened before I put the coilovers on, so it's so crazy. I just can't fathom that that's it. I don't know. I'm not convinced. Call me stubborn, but I'm not convinced. Well, I did a little minor cleaning on it. I just did the old, I don't know, I guess bucket and wipe down and then dry with a leaf blower. I prefer using a leaf blower because it's touchless and it's really nice, and then you can kind of just clean up some of the glass like that with some stuff later. Missed a couple spots, but all in all, it's about 10 times better. So time to put her back in the box until next time me and the wifey want to go drive it. Or honestly, I really should just sell this car. I drive it so little, and I really just, I don't know. I really think I should just sell it, as much as I love this car and think that it's going to be worth a lot someday. I don't need it. It doesn't do me enough good, and it takes up a garage spot. So if you guys want it, email me. Email's in the description. It's got 60,000 miles on it, and it's probably worth about 60 grand. So just so you know. So if you guys want it, fire off an email. Everything's for sale. I will sell basically any of my cars, even Bronte's, even though my name's not on the title. I'll sell it. Don't try me. All right, well, I had to move the Mustang because I laid down to put the O2 sensor bung plug in there because it was out of there. I don't know if I said that, but I put the O2 sensor plug back in with some Loctite, and when I laid down to tighten it, I laid in fire ants, and I was covered in fire ants, so that was really cool. But now, just to drive these orders up to the postal box and see how this thing drives. Like 40 psi at idle. Just cruising this nice little road back here. It's doing pretty good. The rear end is a little noisy. Let's try second gear. There we go. I've seen a gator in there a bunch of times, but he was pretty big. He was like an 8-foot gator, so I'm sure they took him out by now. I'm sure he got a couple little yappy dogs. All right, guys, so I woke up this morning thinking I would like to put a couple bucks in my pocket. I have no idea how all this works. I've never done any scrapping before, but I have a lot of scrap metal here that needs to be gone. It's super useless to my life right now, so to the scrapyard it goes. I have a bunch of junk. I mean, like an aluminum cylinder head from a Subaru, intake from a Mustang, K-member, brakes, rotors, drive shaft, cats, exhaust, so much junk. So I guess we'll bring it there. I have batteries too, like a bunch of batteries. I don't know if they will take those, but it would be cool if they did. Got like alternator and stuff, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. What do you guys think? Will I make anything worth my time of even driving there, or will I basically just be, you know, in a negative? It's not that far and it's not that bad, but it's heavy and it's hot out, so it's not exactly super fun. But Scrapyard Cooper, here we go. All right, guys, it is all loaded up. What do you guys think? How much do you think I'll get for all this scrap? Under $100? Over $100? I honestly have no idea. I literally no idea. So that's always a good route, but we'll see. I don't know how they go about this. It's obviously all mixed, but maybe they'll help me out. All right, on my way. Quick t-shirt change because I sweat through that one, and grabbed myself a cup of hot coffee, and we are cruising. So post your guesses what you guys think, and also don't forget I'm giving out a piston with a couple orders. So if you guys want to win a piston, hop on in there and order. Probably for the next like 2 days or so I'll be giving out 2 more. So yeah, hop on in there and check it out. So I wanted to talk real quick. So lately I've been just getting this, like, I don't know if you want to call it an epiphany, some wave of something has come over me where I just am so sick of all this junk at my house. I have so many, I hate to sound like, you know, a princess, but I have just like so many like projects and cars and miscellaneous parts and tools and junk and, you know, just like stuff, and I'm just like irritated, and I just want to get rid of it all. I just want to try to get rid of as much stuff as possible. So tonight I'll probably be posting a lot of parts for sale on my Facebook page, just because, like, I don't know if I'm just in this mood where I want to clean everything out. Like, I have kind of had this like 180 in my brain a little bit where, like, cars, I love cars and they excite me, but like I realize the less and less that I actually need them and use them, and like the joy that they bring me, I guess you would say. Like, I love working on and building cars. I like building everything, but like, you know, I get more joy from things like my animals and my, like, the chickens, and like I'm on this kick of trying to cultivate my own food. And I've just started to realize the stuff that matters more, I guess. I don't know. Does anybody understand that? Am I crazy? Like, I don't need this stuff. It just doesn't, it's like, it doesn't bring me the joy that it once did. And I don't know how to change that. Like, the CTSV, like, I love that car, but like, if it was gone, like, I don't think I would be like in a different mindset. Like, I would be just as happy and joyful as I am now. Like, yeah, I wouldn't drive it every now and then, but I've driven it so much. I've enjoyed it. Like, I don't need it. It's not even like a money thing. It's just like this stuff, like all these like weird material things, and like, you know, I put a radiator on my shelf to use one day. It's like that stuff just like clutters my brain, and it's just like all useless, and I want to just purge basically everything. Like, I want to purge all of it. That's the goal. I don't need any of it. So I don't know, maybe it's just an act of getting older. Maybe it's just the world that we live in right now. I feel these cars are less and less a requirement to my day-to-day life. Obviously, I make my money with cars and I love cars and everything, but like, I don't know, maybe less is more. Maybe just have a couple more specific cars and start clearing things out. So basically, most things are for sale. If anybody wants that Supra, hit me up. If anybody wants the Subaru, hit me up. If anybody wants the other Camaro in the driveway, hit me up. If anybody wants the drift car, I'll sell it as a roller. I'll sell it as a running, driving car. Hit me up. The SRT4, hit me up. I mean, I have a bunch of just shit I don't need. So that's the goal. Purge everything out and maybe maybe just put some money in my pocket and get something a little more specific. I don't know. I don't know. It's just rambling, I guess, but it's rambling with a purpose. So that's my thoughts. Who knows, you know, maybe things will change and I will find a different joy from them. I get immense amount of joy, but like it's not the same, I guess. I don't know. I think once you've been there, done that, you get over it. Like, this is what I wanted, and now that I have it, I learn I don't need it. This is, I don't know, maybe that's just me being spoiled. And I mean, I work hard for everything, so I'm not like spoiled, but I don't know. That's my ramble. So hope you guys enjoyed it. So yeah. All right, I've never been to this, it's technically a scrap yard. I've never been here before, so we'll see what kind of happens. I don't really know how it works. This guy can get behind me. But I do see they have those plastic bins over there. You see them? Those what are they called? Like IBC bins? I can never remember the 3 letters. But something like that. But I want one of those. I want 2 of those because I want to start a fish farm at home, and those are perfect for them. Yes, I want to start growing fish. This is all part of my endless desire to eat food that came off of my land. I have an acre of land, and I want my food to come from there. At least a lot of it. What you got? It's kind of a mix. All right, so that may have been like 300 pounds, maybe? That would be my guess. It was heavy, I can tell you that. And now I gotta dump like an alternator and a couple other miscellaneous cast aluminum parts. Whew, all right, well, let's get it. All right, well, I got $37.83. So not exactly a huge haul, but honestly, that was pretty good because normally at the dump, it would have literally cost me money to get rid of stuff. And there, they gave me 40 bucks. So not too bad. But it was also my workout for the day. So is scrapping really a good move? No, not if you, I guess, yes, it could be, but mostly, no, it's not. I mean, I guess it depends on what you get. Like the alternator they gave me a better price for, and then I have the cats back there, but they wouldn't take those because I didn't have the titles for the cars, and I kind of worried about that. I was like, oh, I don't have the titles. They said they give good money for cats, but I don't know what good money is because they gave me $2 for an alternator. Probably could have just kept it and used it as a core exchange. Probably would have been smarter of me, but tis what it is. So now back home to try to unload some more stuff. All right, so I have this wall of parts, and I know I'm not going to use most of them, so time to start posting some stuff that can move along. So if you guys want to see what's for sale, go on to my Facebook page, Cooper Bogetti. I will be sharing everything there, and I don't know, message me, buy something, because I got way too much junk, and I want to purge them from my life. Well, that's gonna do it, guys. Oh, this thing is sweaty. That's gonna do it, guys. Go over to my Facebook, check out the parts that I have listed. There are so many, I can't even begin to list them on this because it's just gonna take too long. But yeah, I have clearly way too many things that I don't need, I don't plan to use, I don't have desire to use, it's really just I don't have plans to use them, and it's money that's sitting around, and it's like, even when the time comes to use it, it may not be the right part. So it's like, why not just get rid of it, move them along, and once the build starts that we want to do, we'll buy the parts again. I'm sick of just storing thousands of dollars worth of stuff. It seems like a bad idea. All right, well, since I just spent the last 2 hours messaging people back and forth on all these parts, I figured I'd show you guys some of the stuff I sold. So I got this Mazir water pump, radium, surge tank, throttle body for an LSA, Moroso oil pan, transmission, fuel rails, ARP bolts, water pump, fuel tank sump, Mechman alternator never used, screen that's already gone, ICT billet, solid motor mounts for a F-body, LSA, iron block LS mounts to put into a V1. Those are like a weird piece. Another oil pan for an LS, S13 taillights, the V1 wheels and tires, the drag pack. I just know that when the car comes back, it's not going to be using those same setup. Hopefully it's not 6-lug anymore. This is a parachute build kit from Tim McCamus Race Cars, Texas Speed full exhaust for a F-body. The V1 diff, because I mean, I don't think it's going to be IRS when it comes back, so why keep the diff and axles? The Neon, the other Camaro, the Supra, LS truck intake manifold 3-bolt, Cathedral, 2 turbos, the Subaru, the wagon, the mirrors, the truck, Luna, and the 240. So obviously I posted a bunch of cars at the end there that were less likely to sell. I mean, I doubt the wagon would go anywhere. I don't know if I could let that go. I doubt the truck will go anywhere. I don't want to let that go. I love that truck, but you know, if somebody offered me the right price, I'm gonna let it go. I'll go get a different truck. Same with all of the cars, you know. If somebody buys the 240, if they want to pay me the price, take it. Like, I don't know, no reason to be attached to stuff, like I was saying. So that's it, guys. Some stuff will probably be available still. Most of the stuff is gone, but if you want to check it out, hit me up, go to Facebook, check it out. But that'll do it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.